Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina. So early in the morning, when I wake up, I go through YouTube and Shorts and see if there's any interesting reactionary content. Well, I ran into a few Shorts where Dean, he's a liberal who has been on Jubilee debates where he debates Republicans or people who are not liberal. Kind of cocky little man. I saw him on the One Night with Steiny podcast. If you don't know who Steiny is, he's from the Nelk Boys. And Dean was debating Emily Saves America. I don't know much about her. I've seen her. I believe she's Republican. And we're going to watch them debate and see what happens.
Did you ever just think about, not being an annoying little
Which is...
Because, people that, actually work in this industry don't speak to each other like that. I know it's different because you're on TikTok. I'm in, actual offices.
Emily, here's the thing.
But, yeah.
By the way, I was in the White House last month and had an article about me on the New York Times. I put it down.
You would showing their congrats.
Well, I just want to say, so we kind of had this conversation last time.
She just said showing their tits, congrats. Yeah, pretty much anyone who was at the White House whilst under the Biden administration, you would have seen gay guys having sex in the Senate. You would have seen tits, fondling tits on the White House lawn. You'd have seen cocaine in the bathroom. You would have seen Dylan Mulvaney interviewing Biden. You would have seen a lot of crazy shit. So it's not really a flex to say, hey, I was at the White House. Yeah, I was at that freak off at the White House. Yeah, that white party. Yeah. It's not a flex, but I found it funny how just blatantly, brutally honest she was and just fucking said it.
Congrats.
Well, I just want to say, so we kind of had this conversation last time where I tried to explain to you why you shouldn't slur, and then you're just like, oh my God,
Didn't
look at this.
Didn't you used to get in the N-word online?
Oh, okay, can we stop using slurs? But
oh, shit. Oh, okay, first of all, this guy's coming off like a little prick, to be honest with you. I was like, don't you know that, I was at the White House and, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I was at the White House. Yeah, we shouldn't be saying slurs. Well, wait, didn't you say a slur? Yeah, we shouldn't be saying that anymore, because, wait, I have to touch my fin. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, can we stop using slurs? But if you're curious, I can respond to that secondarily. I honestly think that what we should all do as a society is, stigmatize that. You look stupid when you say that.
Here's the thing. Don't think. Every time you think, everything gets worse. For you.
That what we should all do as a society is, stigmatize that. You look stupid when you say that.
The guy who used to say the N-word all the time is saying that other people look stupid when they say slurs. Well, you know who says a lot of slurs? Comedians. And comedians don't look stupid when they use slurs because they're using a slur in their comedy in order to make people laugh, in order to be relatable. So if you're gonna be walking on tippy toes, I don't want to step over here because I'm gonna offend someone, and Dean Withers is gonna think that I look stupid. I would be so proud if Dean said I looked stupid. That's a compliment. If someone who is a chode is calling you stupid, that's actually a good thing, because you don't want someone who's a chode calling you smart. Nobody wants a little chode calling them smart. Well, so let's go to the next one.
Recently, a lot of things have been posted all over the internet about how, when I was younger, I would say slurs.
But you're not racist, right?
Oh, no, I'd say that.
Oh, wait. He said, yeah, you know what? You don't need to think about it if you're not racist, bro. But if you are, you would have needed a second to think about that. But go on, Smarty McSmartenstein.
No, I'd say that I'm not currently exhibiting racism. I recognize that, when I was 14, saying the N-word, that was really bad. I also recognize that we should, not take that lightly, because as soon as we start taking, even 14, 15, 16-year-olds saying slurs lightly, that kind of makes it socially acceptable.
He's the kind of guy who would find something in someone's past and what they said and then try to cancel them. But if he does it, it's cool. So one thing I can't stand about the libtards, that it's the do what I say, not as I do. They could do a whole bunch of horrific shit And that's okay because it was in the past. But if someone did something and that was in the past, then that's not okay. They're the ones that are going to tell you how things are and how you should speak and how you should act. And it's you think about it, it's like, why would I look at you as the prime example of what I should be? Why the Democrats continue to pay this guy to push their agenda, maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they want the American people to hate them. It's possible. But coming from someone like myself, I used to be a Democrat. I used to be liberal, old school liberal. I still have a lot of those beliefs. But there is no way in fucking hell I would ever consider going back to that side, knowing full well these are part of the party speaking on behalf of the party. People like Dylan Mulvaney as well. People like Lily Tino. People who can't define what a woman is. People have pronouns in their bio. Like things like that keep me away from the Democratic Party. But I would never go back to the Democratic Party the way that it's being run, and because of the people representing it are so reprehensible. I just can't do it. It would be like going back to high school. I wouldn't want to go back into that environment because it's all about pushing people around and making them talk and believe the same things that they do. They don't like people having their own beliefs and thoughts. You have to think like the tribe or else get out of here, which I couldn't stand next to this guy and be like, yeah, I support him, or yeah, he stands for something good, because he doesn't. These are the same people who have opinions, and at the same time, they're stating another opinion that completely contradicts the original opinion. So they can't even be consistent with their beliefs.
For kids to slur because, oh, well, they're kids. What I've done is I have not only had character progression, I've changed as a person and apologized for those things, but then I actively advocate against them.
Was that your first debate ever against?
Yes. So see, what I did is after I said the N-word hundreds of times, I grew and my character became better. And now I am a more intelligent, handsome, capable man. What I'm looking at right now is a guy who looks like he lives with a bunch of very feminine men who get their freak on at night in one of their rooms with a bunk bed, bending each other over, saying, "Yes, daddy, I like it." They don't scream masculinity, they scream bottom bitch.
Was that your first debate ever against Dean?
So I don't do debates. People try to debate me. There's no debate. So sure, you can say it's my first debate. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to seem rude. I didn't know who he was. So when he was there, I was like, oh cute, you got some little liberal kid for me to talk to. I don't do debates because I'm correct. And you can sit here and pull statistics and data from Google funded by the Biden administration, but that doesn't make you correct. Those are not true. And I use my eyeballs and I have common sense, which is why I have a bigger platform than people like him. Why are you having me at 31 years old, who's had pretty decent life experience, speak to a child who's never even been in the workforce, who's never had a job before, like babies in high school?
Oh, also, that's not surprising to me that he's never had a job because he looks like he's never used his hands in his life, not even around his penis because it's inverted. He looks like he grew up spoiled as fuck, and there is nothing respectable about that, especially when you've been spoiled as for so long, that you come off like a cocky, arrogant asshole, and that you know better, and that you're smarter because you could throw around statistics.
Like babies in high school. What are we doing here? Yeah. College, whatever. I'm sure he's getting his gender degree. I'm like, I can't.
He's teaching courses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw.
His gender degree? I really don't think he knows what his gender is. I think that he's still trying to figure that out. I wouldn't be surprised if he was gay, but I feel like that would be incredibly offensive to a lot of gay men. I think the reason why he has so many followers is because they're either gay and want to top him, they're women and they think he's so cute, or they're incels like him who need to feel special. They look to him not only for guidance, but to kind of live through him. Like, yeah, I'm going to pretend I'm Dean, and then I'm going to stick it to the Republicans. And the rest of his fans, followers, subscribers, my assumption, just critically and logically looking at this, are probably people that hate watch him for content. He's like a glory hole of content.
I heard you're against slurs. Like, I've never been offended if someone calls me or something like that, because it's just like, why does it need to be such a big deal? Why do you need to be so worked up?
You said...
Well, also, why does it affect you? Why does someone you don't know, what they say, why does that affect you? Really, when it comes down to, it's just words and opinions from someone retarded. So if you know they're retarded, why are you putting their retardation such on a high level that it would affect you? In which case, you don't believe they're retarded. You hold them in high esteem. If you don't hold them in high esteem, their words aren't going to affect you. So that's what I'm getting at here.
Well, it's not that big of a deal to use slurs. I don't think it's that big of a deal to stop using slurs.
100%. Both sides aren't that big of a deal, so it's like you can pick a side. And
I think people can say whatever the they want to say. Either way, the best comics use slurs. They swear. It's a way of expression. Some slurs are offensive, and people can't use them online or in public. But in the privacy of their own home, they do. Why does that matter to Dean? Why does he want to control what other people say?
If I wanted to be a grifter and say stuff for attention and money, I would have taken the path of least resistance. I wouldn't have lost my families. I wouldn't have been socially ostracized. I would have grifted on the right 110%. I didn't grift on the...
The Republicans, from what I know about them, they would not have this thing represent them. They wouldn't. They wouldn't pay him a dime. They'd be like, okay, he kind of sounds smart, but this isn't good male representation. This isn't even good female representation. He's too tiny and cunty.
Grifted on the right. You wouldn't be on social media and you wouldn't make money.
The path of least resistance going to the right is so
I'm gonna respectfully
retarded. I can't even.
And there we go again. Jesus Christ.
You know what happens to guys who always believe they're right? They go one of two ways. They either go the way of Andrew Tate, which eventually leads to you saying that fucking a tranny is better than fucking an ugly woman, which I find hilarious. It also gets you to the point where you are sexting men for your female employees who are prostitutes, or you become this. So, like and subscribe. Have a good one. If you have any more clips of Dean, please put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, join our memberships, comment below, share this video with a friend. Bye.
Oh, why'd you have to go and do that? Thought we had a good thing going. Now I'm going to fall a little off track since you broke the mold. Take something for the pain and regret for having invested so much time.